Hello, my name's Gemma, and today I'd like to talk a bit about how to get the best from your job, because every now and again it does no harm at all to assess how you're doing at work, how you can improve, and indeed what steps you could be taking to raise your internal profile and escalate your position. So here come a few tips on how to become more visible, on how to get noticed, and maybe one day clinch a promotion. Number 1. Be proactive, not just reactive. You have a choice. You can go into work every day and do the bare minimum. Complete the tasks you've been given by your boss, reply to emails, answer the phone, have lunch, play Candy Crush in the toilets, get through, go home. And that's fine-ish. You will have just about done your job, but will that kind of routine get you promoted? Will it get you noticed as a rising star, or have you earmarked as one to watch? I doubt it. All the truly successful people I know who have gone on to become well paid and highly respected have always done more than they were asked. They use their initiative. They find ways to make their boss's life easier and, if necessary, implement change to how things are normally done if they think it will improve things. Number 2, do sweat the small stuff. In any job, there is always going to be basic admin to do, and no one will appreciate it if it gets left undone while you try to tackle bigger, possibly more interesting tasks. So get the basics done quickly, thoroughly, and efficiently, and that way you create time in your schedule for more ambitious projects and for being proactive, like we just talked about. Number 3, know your boss. It's no coincidence that the people who tend to get ahead the fastest have usually formed a great working relationship with their boss. Professionalism and ability are obviously the main things any boss will be looking for in their employees, but likability is so key too. Be a pleasure to have around and it will count for so much. Try to pick up on when your boss is in a great mood and therefore open to being approached or asked for a raise. And when the executive you work for is suffering from the inevitable executive stress or facing personal challenges and should be left alone a bit, your understanding will be so appreciated. At the end of the day, if you can couple being reliable and good at your job with being the type of person your boss wouldn't mind having a drink with, you will go far. Number 4, techie specky. This one is a bit tricky for me to be even vaguely righteous about because tech is not my strong point. However, at least I recognise this, and I am going to book myself onto a course soon to rectify this problem so I can spend less time on the phone to IT departments to the point where I know them all on a first-name basis. The trouble is, technology is changing at such a rate and has far outgrown the basic stuff I learned at school, but it's also part and parcel of the corporate world. So know your systems and be able to at least solve basic issues when your computer starts acting like an absolute idiot. Otherwise, valuable time is wasted and who knows what emails or messages might be missed. Number 5, work for someone you like and respect. Now this is a tricky one because of course you have precisely zero control over how your boss acts or their personality. However, I have noticed, and I don't believe it to be coincidence, that the most successful and enduring boss-employee partnerships have occurred when the working relationship between them is really healthy. Put simply, if you like someone and respect their work ethos, you're going to want to make their life as efficient and pleasant as possible. It's a bit like when you were at school. There were teachers you really wanted to impress. Praise from them felt worth having, whereas the teachers you didn't like or who had no control over the class were the ones you ended up behaving badly for. Like I said, you can't control what your boss is like, but you can control your own destiny. And if you want a long-lasting, happy and fruitful career, make sure you partner up with someone you actually want to be around. And with a bit of luck, you'll end up with a mentor too, someone you can learn from and be inspired by. Number 6, volunteer yourself for new challenges and opportunities. Putting yourself forward for tasks that aren't necessarily in your remit will make you appear keen, hardworking and proactive, all of which won't go unnoticed. So sometimes it's really worth going that extra mile. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful week and I'll see you soon.